Good morning, all. Happy Saturday. Let me get this camera straight. Woo, boom, woo, boom. Uh-oh, almost. I'm kind of greedy. I'm kind of greedy. Try to give you guys everything. Hey, there we go. Hey, we did a good job right there. How you guys doing this morning? Yeah, I know what it is. Could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. We got Sky up in the building. I see you, Jeffrey, out in Missouri right there. We got Mark Dorfman in the building. I see you. We got Sky. Okay, we up and hit thick this morning. Rebecca, how you doing, girl? I'm ready to go. We got a few more minutes to go ahead and get right. Make sure the tie is straight. Yeah, I'm kind of on sync with the time right about now. I think he takes a little bit, let's say about 27 more seconds, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. Let's get over here and fix this sucker right here trying to jump up. Let everybody know that we live. It is Saturday morning, you guys. It's time to get it in. It's your boy Bugatti NYC, none other than our bottom line. And guess what? I'm ready to go. You're ready to go. It's time to start the show. Let's get busy, yo, 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 yo. Hey, I think you feel like playing games with your boy. Let's get it, because we're going to have this right this morning. We're going to have it right this morning. It's Saturday, and I think he's ready. Everything is acting up, but I got this production in hand. Don't worry about it, guys. I'm on my job. Now, are you ready? I'm ready. Let's get it. Let's get ready to rumble. Come on, baby, because I got some heat for him this morning. Come on now. Don't make me have to threaten you. Maybe this direction? Huh? Huh? Bling, bling, bling. We're waiting for you. All right. We're going to try one more time. Yeah. And that's right. We got to wake up those paws. We got to wake up those paws. They wondering, Bugatti, what you got for them this morning? Well, we're going to let the fingertips do the walking a little bit all around before we hit them with the, I was a fiend. Before I became a teen, I melted microphones instead of cones of ice cream, using orientated. So when hip hop was originated, fitted like pieces of puzzle, complicated. Cause I grabbed the mic and tried to say, yes, y'all, they try to take it and say that I'm too small. Cool. So I don't get upset. I kick a hole in the speaker, pull a plug, then I jet, 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 jet. Oh yeah, y'all, we ready to go. What? Why am I open like this? Because if it, oof, pump that B. It's Saturday the 30th. That's right, y'all. 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that. Where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me lit. Oh yeah, we made it another one, y'all. Saturday morning, our bottom line. Y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that y'all came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, y'all. Woo, we charged up. We ready to go. We got a fully loaded clip, like I always do. Let's do that one more time, because the clip is very big this morning, you guys, and it always is. Big things come in small packages. Let's see who we got up in the building. We got Liberty and Justice in the building. Looking good this morning, Bugatti. Happy Saturday. Thank you so much, Liberty. I appreciate you. Who else do we got up in the building? We got Aloma Valley. 95, 92, Grand Rising. We got Mark Dorfman. We got Brianna. We got, who's that right there? We got Sky. We got Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's right, you guys. Who else we got up in this morning? I said Mark Dorfman, just to let you guys know it's Saturday morning. We made it again, y'all. I got a fully loaded clip for you guys. Thanks for all the compliments. That's right. We got the 3-piece on today. Had to go ahead and put that together real quick. You know, yeah, you know how we do. Got the nice little executive situation going on right here. It's Saturday. Don't need to have on the blue and the red and all of that. It's my day. We're going to have a nice calm one today. But you know what? We still going to turn it up and do what we got to do. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. Let's get it, y'all, because I got a fully loaded clip. And guess what? Let's get into these titles. Okay, here we go. What do we have this morning right here? We have Trump. Jeffrey Epstein, follow the money. We've taken the page from Nancy Grace this morning. That's what her report was about. Follow the money. The reason I say that is because guess what? We followed the files. We couldn't get all of that. We listened to Ghislaine Maxwell. We don't believe you. You need more people. So now, what's the smartest way to find out situations? You follow the money. If you can't get it on the money, we're not going to get it anyway, you guys. We got to keep on moving forward because after that, we've got the photo shoot that turns deadly as a model is pow-powed by another model who had been posing with a weapon. We've seen this happen a few times already with the cowboy movie most recently, where there was a weapon on the set and someone lost their life. Well, guess what? This happens to be a photo shoot, and one person lost their life in this situation. Last but not least, we've got some artwork that had been stolen by Nazis 80 years ago that's been spotted in a news estate photos. Someone was thinking about selling their estate, left all of the photos in there. Guess what? A lot of those photos came from a bad time when people were doing things that they weren't supposed to do. I'm not going to say it here because I might get in trouble. So you know what I'm going to do, right? We got some breaking information right now. This evening just came in. I want to talk about this because it's important. It's about tariffs. Trump's tariffs have now been they struck down Trump's tariffs, and now Trump is responding to a court that struck down his tariffs as illegal under the federal law. So no, we're not going to be able to have those tariffs, I guess, unless Trump's just going to keep them in place and he doesn't care what they say. Check this out. This just happened.
Breaking at this hour, President Trump responded to our lead story that an appellate court ruled that most of his tariffs are illegal. That ruling just about within the hour. He just posted seconds ago. All tariffs are still in effect. Today, a highly partisan appeals court incorrectly said that our tariffs should be removed, but they know the United States of America will win in the end. If these tariffs ever went away, it would be a total disaster for the country. It would make us financially weak, and we have to be strong. The USA will no longer tolerate enormous trade deficits and unfair tariffs and non-tariff trade barriers imposed by other countries, friend or foe, that undermine our manufacturers, farmers, and everyone else. If allowed to stand, this decision would literally destroy the United States of America. At the start of this Labor Day weekend, we should all remember that tariffs are the best tool to help our workers and support companies that produce great made-in-America products. For many years, tariffs were allowed to be used against us by our uncaring and unwise politicians. Now, with the help of the United States Supreme Court, we will use them to the benefit of our nation and make America rich, strong, and powerful again. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Again, the President of the United States just seconds ago.
Hey, Sean.
I want to know what you guys think about that. You guys always want to know about tariffs and all about the money, 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 money. What do you guys think about that right there? We need to know. Now, where we going right here? We got to get to this. I'm sorry. Where'd you get that at? I'm sorry, that's not supposed to be there. It's starting off early with you on this Saturday, Bugatti, huh? We got President Trump, who's basically threatening to send in the National Guard troops to Chicago. Local leaders are basically pushing back. Let's get this clip over here. Forgot your name. I appreciate your content. Thank you so much. Let's go.
Deployment of National Guard troops in our nation's capital, and they could be coming. Turning now to the deployment of National Guard troops in our nation's capital, and they could be coming to a city near you. President Trump now says he may also send troops to Chicago, though state and local leaders are strongly pushing back on that idea. Ed O'Keefe is at the White House with the latest on this. Ed, good morning to you. What can you tell us?
Well, good morning and happy Monday. A disagreement's broken out between the president and Democratic officials who say they don't need or want National Guard deployed in their states and cities.
And after we do this, we'll go to another location and we'll make it safe also.
There's more than 2,000 National Guard troops from multiple states on the streets of Washington, D.C., and now President Trump is putting other cities on notice.
I think Chicago will be our next, and then we'll help with New York.
But the Windy City's mayor pushed back on Sunday.
What he is proposing at this point would be the most flagrant violation of our Constitution in the 21st century. The city of Chicago does not need a military occupation.
And he pointed to a reduction in crime. Chicago police stats show it's down 13% since last year, murders dropping 31%, robbery falling by 33%. Illinois' Democratic Governor J.B. Pritzker also weighed in, saying there is no emergency that warrants the President of the United States federalizing the Illinois National Guard, deploying the National Guard from other states, or sending active duty military within our own borders. He added,
Yeah, all right, man. But then we had local people that were on the ground in Chicago yesterday actually thanking the president and hoping that he actually sends them there. So we're going to keep on moving forward because now we got the assistant AG. You guys remember, I think she was smart in just doing what she did and not taking the breathalyzer. This assistant attorney general, she was arrested and it went viral. And she pleads no contest in this charge. I think she was pretty smart for not taking that breathalyzer.
First at 6, video of her arrest went viral, and tonight a special assistant AG learned her punishment in her trespassing case. By now you've seen the video of her arrest, but her demeanor in court today.
Come on, stop doing that.
Was much different. Devin Flanagan pleads no contest. Good evening, I'm Patrice Wood.
And hello once again, everyone. I'm Dan Janik in for Gene. Flanagan and a friend both appeared today in court and much better behaved. NBC 10's Molly Levine was there, and she joins us live from Newport. Molly?
Dan and Patrice, I obtained the criminal complaint, but it doesn't really go into detail about why exactly the two women were kicked off the property of the Clark Cook house. They definitely had quite the night there, and it goes on to really show a different scenario inside the courtroom.
I was really angered by it, and when I watched it with other people, that was their same reaction.
I was just, it was kind of cringe.
I'm an AG. It's the video out of Rhode Island that's making its rounds on the internet. You didn't hear her the first time.
I'm an AG.
Devin Flanagan is an assistant attorney general, but her job title didn't get her out of the trespassing charges she's facing from the Clark Cook house in Newport.
I'm an AG.
She tried to
pleaded
keep
no
on saying, I'm an
contest
AG.
in front of a
I'm
judge this morning.
Basically means that you're not contesting the charges. You're admitting that the state has enough evidence to prove this case against you.
Is this a surprising plea?
Hold on, I'm an AG. Yeah, hold on a minute. Watch your head. I'm an AG. Boom. You saw that, right? That strength for that door when it hit back against her, yo.
I don't think it is. You know, you watch the video. She's clearly told that she needs to leave the premises.
It was a girls' night in Newport gone wrong, and now Flanagan and her friend are facing the consequences. Flanagan's case comes with a 6-month filing, court costs, and she can't go back to the Clark Cook house. Separate from what happened in court, she was placed on unpaid leave from her job, where NBC 10 found out that her annual salary is $113,000.
$56,000 fine essentially is what she paid for a night out in Newport. What do you think about that?
I like that. That's a nice little price tag for such behavior.
She had no words for reporters outside of the courthouse.
Do you feel bad about what happened?
And no public apology.
She seemed to have no remorse during the incident. Doesn't really surprise me.
Do you guys think that was a hefty price tag for the AG to pay $50,000 in order to get her stuff together? Do you think she's going to even listen? Do you think it's going to even make a difference? I don't know. We got to keep on moving forward, but I got a trick for this TV now. I'm sorry, for this computer. We're going to go ahead and reload you first before I get over there with my spiel. How about that? That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do now. Gotcha. I found a trick to play against the computer now. Don't call me crazy. It's Saturday morning. Get your bowl of cereal. It's just like, damn you. What's going on with your damn computer? No. I'm just wigging out right now. I have to in order to laugh about something like that. Wow. What you guys think about that? I still owe you 3 more. Trump jokes about Pam Bondi's beauty during the cabinet meeting over here. I'm sorry. No, I found something even better. Trump revokes Kamala Harris's security detail. Normally, security details go to vice presidents about every 6 months. I think Joe Biden extended Kamala Harris's detail to go about a year. She has a book coming up. they're going to have to pay for her own security on this one, you guys. Let's keep going. Double tap that screen if y'all appreciate the content. It's early. We getting the kinks out. Come on in, y'all.
In just a few weeks, President Trump has done more for DC residents than Democrats did in 50 years. And this can be replicated in other crime-ridden cities across the nation. As President Trump has said, all of these elected officials in charge have to do is pick up the phone and ask for the president and the federal government's help.
Okay, I wanted that out, but we got to get this.
And when you talk to officials around here at the Trump White House, they think that the success with cleaning up DC over the last couple of weeks since the beginning of August is one of the second term's biggest successes.
Got to get it all out. Got to get it all
Peter,
out.
before you go, can you tell us a little bit about what we're learning regarding Kamala Harris and her Secret Service detail?
Yes, a White House official texted me this morning to confirm that her Secret Service detail has been suspended. The Harris people have told us that they don't have any reason to, no reason was given for the suspension. But there are two important points about this. Point number one, vice presidents typically only get 6 months of protection after leaving office, but Joe Biden extended hers. And the other point here, she has got a book tour that starts on September 24th. She and her publishers and her hosts will now be responsible for footing the bill for private security. That is going to be a huge expense. Dana and Bill.
And Peter, we're heading into the holiday weekend here. Is the White House liking what they're seeing when it comes?
She tried to get slick there, like, I got this book tour coming up. I'm going to be all right because I got my Secret Service. Whew. Damn. And guess what? That's going to be a pretty hefty bill right there with the crowds coming, preparing and all that. Private security. Ooh, luckily, because you know what? United States citizens, we would have had to fit that bill if he would have not done that. What do you guys think about the fact that he took away Kamala Harris's security detail? Let me know in the comments right now. I got one more for you. This right here, a little bit of Trump information because we ain't see him all morning. I know you guys got to see the press, so let's get into it.
.gov to learn more.
Basically,
challenge.
a
I think it's
cabinet
going to be
meeting
a
right
very
here.
modern kind of
A cabinet
We're
meeting.
going to be putting the America worker first. And, you know, the Republican Party has picked up 4 million new people, 4 million. The Democrats have lost 2.5 million. Other than that, they're extremely happy. No, they're very depressed. They're very depressed. And their new box that they've fallen into is crime. There was a consultant on one of the shows this morning I was watching. I thought he was very good.
All right, come on. Stop playing with me. Let's go. Get to work. Come on, stop playing.
He's a Democrat consultant, and he was screaming, no, no, don't let him do this to you. Don't let, it's another trap. It's another trap. What he's talking about, like men playing in women's sports. They said that's an 80-20. No, it's a 97-3. It's 97-3, like transgender for everybody. They fought for it. They're still fighting for it. I saw a guy today, a politician that you all know very well, fighting like hell for men playing in women's sports. You don't understand. They're human beings also. Well, I agree they're human beings. But you can't have a 7-foot guy playing basketball with the women. You know, just one of those little problems in life. And we all have our place. It's okay. I've got my place too. But this guy's screaming, it's another trap. And this is the worst of all. He said, because this is crime. Trump is saying he's against crime and they're for crime. No, he's going, it was funny. No, it's a trap. Don't do it. And then I saw this poor, stupid Chuck Schumer, the guy. He looks like he's aged 100 years. And I don't like getting into looks. You know, looks don't mean anything, right?
Yeah,
when you're
right.
in politics, looks don't matter. I look at Pam, I would never say she's beautiful because that'd be the end of my political career. Glory, secretary. But I will tell you, this is the best of all. And they're gonna fight me. Like this slob of a governor you have in Illinois, this poor guy got thrown out of his business by his family. Know the family, I was partners with the family, nice family. I like the family, but he was no good. They threw him out. He's governor of Illinois, and he goes about Trump, we don't need his help. Chicago is the worst. These places are really bad. Crime in DC was the worst it ever was.
All right, y'all. I had to let that go all the way. I had to let that go all the way because that was crazy. Your boy was dropping bombs on him, and I know we needed that for Saturday morning. Double tap that screen if y'all appreciate the content. Now we got to get to the morning business report. We got to talk about some money and what else is going on in this world, not just the fun and games. We got to talk about these tariffs and the recessions. The recessions that certain states are starting to reflect right now. I don't know if you're in one of these states, but basically the morning business report that we have right here basically says that. Let's get into it, you guys, real quick.
Your morning business report, the financial services company Moody's says almost half of U.S. states are in a recession, but where does Connecticut stand?
So Moody's economist says 22 states are already
I
in
do,
a
yes.
recession, and Connecticut is actually one of the most vulnerable. He says Connecticut is one of 22 states most at risk of an economic slowdown. The reasons why Connecticut's economy may be at risk include fewer incentives for green energy and less federal funding for universities.
America's housing changed how people perceive affordable housing, commissioned by Built, conducted by Talker Research. This study found more than half believe what they pay monthly for their home is more than it should be. The average person says they spend 42% of their annual income on housing-related costs. More than 4 in 10 parents polled in this survey said they either don't believe or aren't sure their children would be able to afford living in the same neighborhood they're growing up in right now due to.
That's very important because a lot of parents would like for their children to inherit their homes, right? So what if you're thinking now, if I'm going to have this home, my child might not even be able to keep this home in another 15, 20 years. Think about that, you guys.
Climbing housing costs.
Got more.
And 7-year car loans are becoming more common, with 22% of all new vehicle financing in the second quarter of 2025. This can make monthly payments more affordable for buyers. But long-term loans have downsides, mainly that you pay more in interest. And 8-year car loans are on the rise as well.
All right, y'all.
Right now,
I think that was homes, that was the economy, and that was automobiles. We ain't even get into the food yet, but y'all already know because we got to go to those supermarkets. What you guys got for me in the comments? Let's go. Let's try to stay on topic, guys. The taxis alone, most people won't get afford. Hey, Australia, did you give up your guns and had concentration camps? I mean, whatever. Not nowadays. Yeah, y'all come because y'all have a daddy issues and getting attached to Trump. Who we got to get up out of here? Yo, Fazilla, chill out, man. Chill out, Fazilla. Chill out with all the craziness. We up in here doing the news. I want you guys to please do me a favor and stay on topic because I know you guys are smart for that. Like Wolfie over here, that's saying that the rental should some great information on Wolfie. I like that. It went past real quick, but it was dope. And I saw what you were saying because you had actual numbers and you're talking some real stuff. What are you, family? You about to get out of here because you're not talking about anything that has to do with the topic. Bro, what is this scam stuff? Okay, cool. Next clip, and then we got some fishing to do. Las Vegas, a photo shoot in Las Vegas turns Dills Netley as a woman posing in a photo shoot. Pal's a model. And guess what we doing after this, you guys? Y'all ain't got to do it because I got it. You ain't got to say their name, because I'm about to get them out of here right now. Let's go.
A photo shoot turned deadly. Police say a man lost his life after the girl he was dating fires a shot during a modeling session. Right now, investigators learning more about the suspect, including how she's related to someone tied to an infamous case from 15 years ago. News 3's Will Silverstein joins us now to break it all down for us. And Will, first let's start addressing this loaded weapon and how it may have slipped into the shoot in the first place.
Yeah, Latoya, what happened was Alessandra Blea and Mark Gahn, they were participating in a late night photo shoot with a couple other people. What happened next involved weapons and was deadly.
According to law enforcement, it's a clear case of extreme negligence and recklessness.
Former prosecutor John Day says prosecutors will not be easy on 20-year-old Alessandra Blea's claim, seen in arrest reports, that she did not know the weapon she allegedly fired into Mark Gahn was loaded.
Basic gun handling practices are you assume that every gun is loaded.
Gahn, just 23 years old, died after the August 23rd shooting. According to those arrest reports, Blea and Gahn were participating in a photo shoot with Blea holding a weapon. Blea claims she lifted her arm during a camera flash and the firearm went off, the shot hitting Gahn in the neck.
Using a gun as a prop, using a gun as a toy or a plaything often leads to tragedy, as we see.
Blea may not be the first in her family who has committed a crime. through a source, News 3 finds Blea is related to convicted serial rapist Joseph Blea, a person of interest in Albuquerque, New Mexico's West Mesa murders. Our former prosecutor, John Day, was also once a deputy district attorney in New Mexico and shares how the West Mesa murders were uncovered.
Person who was out there walking stumbled upon some bones, turned out to be human bones.
What?
Once law enforcement went out there, they found a series of women's bodies that had been buried there.
Real environment that was alive that allowed these things to happen.
Vince McDaniel lives in Albuquerque and was on the ground in 2009 when the bodies were uncovered. He was inspired to write a movie that released last year about the murders. The film, called Boneyard, featured actors Mel Gibson and 50 Cent. McDaniel hopes his movie and this story shine a light on the victims and their families.
These young ladies don't have a voice right now. They were just put in like a category of they were prostitutes, they were this, they were that, when they were more than that.
And heading back to this particular case, Alessandra Blea has been charged with open murder with a deadly weapon.
Speaking of this case.
All right, now we got President Trump who met with the president of South Korea real quick, but we skipped to the part where he got some Q&A coming up because you know how we like to do it. We like to know what's going on with the gaggle at the end, certain questions. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's go. Happy Saturday morning. You see your boy went fishing. Let me know anybody that got a glove. Who else we got to get up out of here? All you got to do is say their name, and I'ma get them out of here. They thought I wasn't paying attention? Come on.
We're going to have a great relationship with China. I mean, it's happening. You see it. It's happening. They have some cards. We have incredible cards, but I don't want to play those cards. If I played those cards, that would destroy China. I'm not going to play those cards.
Mr. President, on the National Guard, you talked a lot about Democratic-run cities and states.
Yeah.
Would you also consider sending the National Guard into red states and red cities that are also seeing high crime?
Sure, but there aren't that many of them. If you look at the top 25 cities for crime, just about every one of those cities is run by Democrats. And you know, one of the bad things they did, cashless bail, if you look back on time, when they allowed a murderer out that afternoon, you know, he'd kill somebody and then a couple of hours later he's walking the streets again, oftentimes killing again rapidly. Cashless bail is a disaster. You saw we had a news conference today on that. We're wiping it out in D.C., immediately wiping it out.
Come on, stop playing. Come on, YouTube, get it right.
It started in New York, I must tell you, and it's been a horrible thing for crime, especially violent crime. So we're going to end.
Let's get some excitement going on real quick. Did you guys see the fight that happened at that Mexican news conference? Not news conference, basically a congressional hearing. Did you guys see that? They were really throwing punches and they was going in. Check this out, y'all. Double tap that screen if y'all appreciate the content so far and what you guys are getting. Let's get on over to this situation where they were having this, what was this, a congressional hearing or something of that nature? But check this out. They were really throwing punches. We had to cue it up to this part.
Guys in prison is good for all of us.
And that's very interesting. There's so many different layers to this, and a lot of, like you mentioned, also the rhetoric around this or what they're saying. I want to ask you, though, about the video I played off the top, just as we change subjects a little bit, talking about this shoving match there in the legislature. Who are these individuals? Because obviously people in the United...
Come on, stop doing that. I can't spin those because I got them queued up. I'm going to spin the rest.
The United States may not be paying attention very closely to that, what's taking place in Mexico. Who are these two individuals and why are they important?
Well, first of all, it's a very entertaining, but obviously a deplorable conduct within our Senate or within our Congress. The individual doing the shoving is a guy known as Alito. His name is Alejandro Moreno, and he is the president of the PRI party, which used to be the biggest or the most important party in the country. It's been eroded and depleted through a bunch of defections and losses in electoral matches in the past. but he is the president of one of the major opposing parties still. The person who is being shoved around is Gerardo Fernandez Noroña, who was or will be until the 31st the president of the Senate. Now, it's important to make a distinction. He is a member of the Morena party, which is the ruling party, but when he's up there, he is the president of the Senate. And as the president of the Senate, he is supposed to be impartial in order to conduct the ordering and the coordinating of the Senate proceedings.
And I just want to ask you, you mentioned that this ordeal is going to get a lot of attention just because of the visuals of what we see there.
Did you see the dude that got knocked down? He went over there and stood over him and was like, yo, don't be coming over here and mess with me. Then they ran over there and doubled up on homeboy. Yo, they was ready to get it in. Dun, 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 dun. Julio Cesar Chavez style. Y'all double tap that screen if y'all appreciate that content. Y'all ain't seeing that nowhere else. Y'all only gonna see it from this lunatic that gets up every morning at 3 o'clock in the morning to bring you sequences and stuff like this. Let's keep on moving forward because now we got this artwork that was looted by the Nazis 80 years ago, found in Italy at an estate sale. I think they were taking photos at this estate, and they basically came up and found out that these individual pieces were stolen. I'm gonna reload this screen because I know what y'all doing to me this morning. We're gonna get into it this way.
An Italian painting stolen by the Nazis from a Jewish art dealer in Amsterdam has been spotted on the website of an estate agent selling a house in Argentina more than 80 years after it was taken.
Wow.
An online photo shows Portrait of a Lady by Giuseppe Galandi hanging above a sofa inside a property near Buenos Aires, once owned by a senior Nazi official who moved to South America after the Second World War. The artwork is among hundreds looted from the studio of Jacques Goudsticker after he was lost at sea while trying to escape to Britain.
Whoa.
Let's speak now to Cyril Rosman, one of the team of journalists at the Dutch newspaper AD, who've been investigating the whereabouts of the looted paintings. In fact, investigating them, Cyril, for more than 10 years. So tell us how you came to discover it. Obviously, it hasn't been examined in detail. But how did you come to discover the whereabouts of the painting?
Crazy, y'all. Where y'all getting that from? Come on now.
We're researching on the senior Nazi official for like 10 years. He fled to South America after the war. And we have been trying to get in contact with his daughters, who are still living in Argentina for the last few years. But they didn't want to talk to us. So a few weeks ago, we decided to give it a last chance and to send our South America correspondent to the house of the daughter, and he knocked on the door, but she didn't open it. But he was so keen to see that the house was on sale. And then we found the house on the website of a real estate agent. We scrolled through all the interior pics, and there it was on one of the pictures, one of the missing paintings.
Wow.
What an astonishing moment, because the Dutch government has been looking for this painting for 80 years.
Whoa.
You and your colleagues have been looking for it for 10 years. And there it is above a sofa in a picture on an estate agent's website.
All right, y'all. What y'all think about that right there? They've been looking for this painting for 80 years, and it just comes up. That go to show you something that you might be putting out there on the internet. You never know when it's going to come up again. All y'all OnlyFans people and y'all who took that such and such picture about 20, 30 years ago, yeah, it's going to come up again. You better try to get it scrub-a-dub-dub, because guess what? It's going to come back up. Check it out, y'all. We got to go over here to get on some Epstein information. Let's get on some follow the money stuff. Who was this guy? Who started it all? We talk about Ghislaine Maxwell. We talk about all of the different people when it comes to the situation. But who was this guy? Who is Jeffrey Epstein? Let's get into it real quick with about 2 minutes. Let's go.
A registered sex offender who made a fortune as a hedge fund manager in the 1980s.
I forgot to reload. You got me. You got me. You got me. Okay. I got you on the next one, you son of a...
and 90s, known for his lavish lifestyle and high-profile connections. Jeffrey Epstein is facing new allegations that he exploited dozens of young girls for sex.
Victims were given cash payments if they could bring other underage girls to be similarly abused. And that's how he continued to expand the number of new victims that he had in that time.
It's the latest in a decades-old saga that's been held up as an example of how powerful, rich men avoid accountability. So, who is Jeffrey Epstein? The 66-year-old was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. In his early 20s, he taught physics and math at the Dalton School, an elite Manhattan prep school. Connections he made there got him a job at the investment bank firm Bear Stearns. He then went on to open his own finance firm in 1982. And that's where he amassed his fortune. His firm reportedly only accepted clients worth $1 billion or more.
Les Wexner. Okay, now it makes sense.
Epstein tried to lead a private life, but his work managing the money of the very wealthy got him into some very high-profile social circles. He became friendly with former President Bill Clinton and current President Donald Trump, also Britain's Prince Andrew. Epstein has 6 residences, including an entire private island in the Caribbean and this $56 million mansion. The 7-story house is one of the largest private residences in Manhattan. These recent charges include allegations he sexually abused underage girls from 2002 to 2005 inside his Manhattan and Palm Beach homes.
Whoa.
When he faced similar allegations a decade ago, federal prosecutors in Florida struck a secret plea deal with Epstein. He avoided a possible life sentence in prison and spent 13 months in Palm Beach jail, where he was allowed to leave for work 6 days a week. That 2008
That's
plea
why
deal
he's
was
being
negotiated in
investigated.
part by Trump's current labor
Acosta.
secretary, Alexander Acosta, who was then the top federal prosecutor in Miami. Now, prosecutors and investigators are seeking to hold Epstein without bail and have appealed for other victims to come forward.
Your bravery might just empower others to speak out about crimes committed against them. It's important to remember there never was, nor will there be, an excuse for this kind of behavior.
Epstein could face up to 45 years in prison.
Old clip. Wanted you to know who this individual was, and also here's certain points as far as he would pay women money to bring more women, similar to what they're trying to say that Ghislaine Maxwell did and how she acquired her monetary, going to massage parlors and other places like that. Virginia Giuffre said that's who recruited her. Keep on moving forward because we basically tried everything. We've been following this story for about almost 2 months now, asking for lists, interviews with Maxwell, victims. Now we should follow the money, not just Epstein and Maxwell's and the enablers. No, not just Epstein and Maxwell, but the enablers who helped traffic I shouldn't even said that word. They should be examined as well. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to stack this deck. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let's go. We got some work to do. Let's go. There's more than one person that had involvement in this. And yeah, reload. Don't even try to get me. We're going to reload and we're going to come with it right now. Let's go. Stop playing with me.
Follow the money.
This is
The
the
banks made money off these girls and this sex trafficking ring, and I can't emphasize it enough. Florida was onto him. New York was onto him. Little girls as young as 12 being flown from Russia, Turkey, and beyond to the Virgin Islands, delivered directly to Jeffrey Epstein.
So it wasn't just coming from the United States. It was accounts of different countries and different places that these little girls were being flown in from. Remember, he had a private island, private jet, private helicopter to take you from this landing strip in St. Thomas to his private island. You only can get on the island by a boat. Let's go.
Joining us tonight is a very special guest, Barry Levine.
We're gonna take some of this. We're gonna take some of
Barry
this.
is the author of an incredible book called, listen to this, The Spider, Inside the Tangled Web of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Wow. He is a veteran investigative reporter and editor, both in print and in TV. Barry, you devoted a huge chunk of your life to writing this book about Epstein and Maxwell, and it is amazing. What is your strongest evidence, Barry?
The evidence, as I said, Nancy, is in confidential files. It is with women who have gone through FBI interviews. It is for women who have done depositions. The problem with a lot of this is that Jeffrey Epstein initially did a lot of deals to make a lot of this stuff go away with these women. He paid millions of dollars, and there were settlements, and a lot of that material is under court seal. And someone has to be able to bring forward those documents to review and come up with a legal way of going after those men. Because unless we can get the enablers, unless we can get the men who took part in the sex trafficking, we're never going to get any justice for his victims. And that's something that we have
Mary,
to do.
I don't know if you
in
can
front
see
of
the
us.
screen or not, but I want you to look at Epstein. Have you ever wanted to attack someone? Because when I look at that smug smile, I literally want to just scratch his lips off his face, knowing what I know. I know this happened, and I know Ghislaine Maxwell helped him, and I know that there are rich guys that will pay thousands of dollars to him and Ghislaine Maxwell to have sex with a 12-year-old girl. I know this happened. And it's not just me spinning it out right here. There have been, I believe my last tally was around $200 million settlement with various banks, like Deutsche Bank for one, but there are many banks with whom Epstein.
I want you guys to look at this picture real quick. As you see, she's doing one of the jobs of the masseuses right there. That's Ghislaine Maxwell. As you can also see where his foot is at, right? All right. Do you think she calls him Epstein? Or do you think she called him Jeffrey? Small question. But anytime she do an interview, when she's talking and doing the transcripts, it's Epstein, Epstein, Epstein. Why? Because she's been trained. Come on, get the foot away from the boobs, baby. We know the deal over here. It's convenient in what you're trying to do right now. Because, yeah, I think you had parts of what was going on. And guess what she tried to say? Oh, there was never anything inappropriate going on. There was never anything inappropriate.
Ghislaine Maxwell, finally in her own words, and exonerating Donald Trump. Maybe that doesn't surprise you. Trump's Justice Department releasing a 2-day interview with Jeffrey Epstein's accomplice and the convicted sex trafficker, Ghislaine Maxwell. Throughout the interview, which was conducted by Trump's personal attorney, who is now the Deputy Attorney General, Todd Blanche, during this interview, Maxwell brought Trump's name up first and then went out of her way to shower the president with praise.
What did you observe as far as President Trump and his relationship with you or Mr. Epstein?
Well, I just want to say for my relationship with President Trump, relationship's a big word, but I just want to say that I met him, or I believe I may have, because of my father in the 90s. And as far as I'm concerned, President Trump was always very cordial and very kind to me. And I just want to say that I admire his extraordinary achievement in becoming the president now. And I like him. And I've always liked him. So that is the sum and substance of my entire relationship with him.
Baby, she pouring
It's
it
hard to
on.
imagine laying it on any thicker if you're talking about the person who has the power to pardon you. She wants a pardon, and the only person who can give it is Trump. So maybe that's why she's saying how extraordinary his achievement is, how she's always liked him. She's sentenced and is serving now a 20-year sentence for helping Epstein groom and sexually abuse underage girls. Ghislaine was charged for perjury. Charged with perjury for lying in a 2016 deposition about Epstein's crimes. But now, Trump's DOJ suddenly is treating her as a credible witness.
Did you ever observe?
Nope, I don't want any more of that because we know what's going on with all of that information. We also got some more information. Hillary, we coming for you next, boo-boo. We ain't playing. We on this load right now. We're going to get it all unloaded this Saturday morning. Sábado Gigante. Anybody ever see Tommy Davis do that? Sábado Gigante. one of my favorite comedians ever, Tommy Davidson. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Let's go, y'all. We're going to keep on moving forward now because we got FBI activity at 2 Capital Regional spas. Yes, let's go. I don't even know what the details are about this. I've been doing so much homework on this. I can't really get into where the hell is Capital Region at. I need you guys to help me on this. It says something about Amsterdam. Where is this?
The FBI tonight is confirming it carried out investigations today in 2 Capital Region communities.
Miami, Florida, I think. Is that Florida? I'm not sure. You guys let me know. Where's Capital Region at? Oh, you got me on
We
the
know
spot.
the 2 locations are businesses that are spas. One location was the Sun Spa on Broad Street in Waterford this afternoon.
Where is this?
We got
No,
reports
it's
of
not
heavy
Miami.
activity there. And the second location is the Moon Spa.
Where is this at? Moon Spa. I don't know where is Waterford, Rotterdam at, guys? I have no idea. Plus, you about to get kicked out because
On Hamburg Street in Rotterdam. We asked if the activity at both of those locations is connected, and the FBI tells us they are conducting law enforcement investigations at multiple locations. Beyond that, they would not share any more details, but we will continue to ask questions and share with you some new information.
See, your boy tried to be on the cusp of everything. They don't even know what's going on yet. We don't know what's going on until they tell us what's going on, until we get out there with a detective. Or that'd be really good. Investigative reporting. Y'all do me a favor and double tap that screen if y'all appreciate the content that y'all getting this Saturday morning. Understand we go everywhere. We don't just stay in one location. I'm going to start to let those videos spin out, and then I'm going to let them play again. I guess we had a little bad buffer when we caught them. So it's still inside the video play, but don't worry about that. We're going to just load them, and then we're going to send them through because we got a lot more to get into over here. Y'all appreciate the content and working with your boy. First of all, I appreciate everybody for hanging in. Do your boy a favor and give me all the money in your pockets. Not true, not true at all. What I really would appreciate is if we can get those likes up. That will let more people get over here to understand what we have going on the channel, on the show. Also, if you're not a member, come on now, become a member. If you have not subscribed to the channel, we would love your subscription because we're trying to get to that 50,000 subscriber mark, and then 100,000, and then 1 million. We're never going to stop. We do this every single morning, probably up to our 328th episode. And yeah, that's how we do it around here. Y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that y'all came out to chill with me, I appreciate you. Now we got to get on over to these victims of a Edley Tremont ooting that are finally identified. See, we got to get some more people out of here in the chat. I am ready and I'm committed to doing that. So when I drop this video, y'all know what's about to happen. It's time for me to go fishing.
Breaking new information this morning. Police have identified the man who was shot and killed over in Tremont almost 24 hours ago. News 12's Brittany Cadet joining us now from the 46th precinct with that new information. Brittany.
Yeah, Nadia, police tell us that 32-year-old Clay Monsanto was shot and killed yesterday on Anthony Avenue early in the morning. Now, take a listen to the moments that those shots rang out.
Mocha lady, how you doing? Yeah, in the Bronx, Tremont area, it's going down.
And what you just heard is surveillance video capturing the horrific sound of gunshots when they were fired in front of 1353 Anthony Avenue. This all happening at 8:10 yesterday morning. Police say this man...
8:10 yesterday morning in New York, in the Bronx. No holds barred. Daylight, broad daylight.
Man went up to Monsanto, pulled out a gun and shot him in the back, then ran. Take a listen to the moments that those shots rang out.
8 o'clock in the morning. Kid going to school with a book bag right there. There's a child going to school right there in the line. This is the truth. Right there. There's a kid walking to school right there.
And what you just heard is surveillance video capturing the horrific sound of gunshots when they were fired in front of 1353 Anthony Avenue. This all happening at 8:10 yesterday morning. Police say this man went up to Monsanto, pulled out a gun and shot him in the back, then ran away. Monsanto was rushed to the hospital where he died shortly after his arrival. According to NYPD data, it shows shootings in the area of the 46th precinct are down significantly by more than 40%. This time last year, there were 31, and right now there are about 18 for the year. And
still don't matter. Still too much going on. And what we don't have in the streets still is no patrol. 8 o'clock in the morning, there should be at least some police patrol out there helping and making sure that the kids going to school get some protection and some coverage, especially if you know the neighborhoods. What's going on out here, you guys? What's going on with this craziness? We got to get on over to California because we got a Karen that goes on a racist tirade against a business flying a Mexican flag. What do you guys think about this? They were doing an event outside in the front of her location, and they were just like, you know, promoting her location, and this one Karen pulled up. And you can tell that she's a Karen because she starts explaining like this. Like, we don't want this in our neighborhood. Get this flag out of here. Karen, please. Let's go, y'all. Let's keep it going.
On Fox 11, a confrontation over a Mexican flag in Ventura goes viral, sparking outrage and accusations of racism. Fox 11's Chelsea Edwards, she's live with how one woman's actions at a local business are now drawing worldwide attention. That's what happens when something goes viral, Chelsea.
Thank you about the
certainly
compliment,
does. Yeah,
Tony.
they're saying they're getting calls from all over the nation and all over the world because of this. They say this woman intentionally pulled her car over specifically to get out to harass them for holding a Mexican flag. Take a look.
Say that one more time. I said, why the are you flying a Mexican flag in America?
A hateful confrontation caught on camera.
You have no good reason for flying a Mexican flag in California, which is America. Que viva Mexico! Viva Mexico!
She didn't understand my words, but she definitely got the message.
This now viral cell phone video was shot by Leilani Rodriguez, whose family owns La Catrina Folk Art on Main Street in Ventura. The shop is known for its Mexican-inspired, one-of-a-kind crafts and has been run by women in her family for generations.
All I was showing her my Mexican pride. You know, I'm proud to be an American too, but I'm also very, very proud of my Mexican, my Oaxaqueña culture.
It all happened Saturday as the store teamed up with a local coffee company for an event. Leilani says she was waving a Mexican flag outside when a woman pulled over and demanded to know why.
I was just like, you are not going to come in front of my family store and try to be racist and try to tell me what to do. She was flipping me off, telling me, touch me, you die, go back to Mexico. So she was disrespectful from the start, but I kept my composure and I think I handled it pretty well.
Leilani calls it her first ever Karen encounter. Her mother, Patty, says the woman's message of hostility completely backfired.
Thank you so much, Mad Hatter, so much. Thank you. We appreciate that. What was that for right there? Mad Hatter says, we need robot cops in our major cities. Keep up the good work, Bugatti. Thank you so much, Mad Hatter. That's going to go to my Starbucks this morning. I'm definitely going to get me a Starbucks with that. I appreciate you guys for that. Let's go.
Whatever hate you.
Everybody in the chat, go ahead and show Mad Hatter some love for the $9.99 super chat. We appreciate everything over here. Even $1. If everybody gave me $1, I'd be straight. I'd be on the beach somewhere.
Just trying to send my way. It turned into love and it turned into positivity and turned into people coming in and supporting my business.
They just hope this woman never does it again.
I hope you learned your lesson to not be so ignorant and maybe next time to mind your business. Y aquí estamos y no nos vamos.
She rubbed it in.
Now, they say a woman claiming to be a family member of the woman you see in that video actually came to the store after all of this happened to apologize. We've reached out for comment, but have not yet heard back.
She tried to send somebody else to apologize because she didn't want to do it herself, number one. Or number two, somebody in her family saw it and probably felt bad and did it upon themselves. Y'all appreciate the content. Oh my God, Karen's just be acting up. Calm down, Karen. Double tap that screen and let's get those likes up. Also, hit that subscription button. And thank you. Who's that right there? Mocha Lady 2000. She got 5 on it. That's right, Mocha Lady. We appreciate you. Everybody in the chat, give Mocha Lady some love for the 5 on it. We accept everything, even though they don't do $5 footlongs anymore. I did the Subway story yesterday. pretty bad depleting situation going on over there. $9.99 for a sandwich. No thanks. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And thank you so much, Mocha Lady. Thanks for the compliment too. She liked the suit, y'all. Let's keep on going. We got this pilot that was saved by a small air pocket after a crash landing in the ocean. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. It's Saturday morning. I know y'all got y'all cereal, got y'all milk and everything. Saturday morning, like little kids, how we used to be back in the day, with your big bowl of cereal waiting for your cartoons to come on. Yes, I'll be the entertainment this morning. Let's go. We got this pilot that was saved by a small air pocket after a crash landing in the ocean. One small air pocket basically saved them from crash landing, and I forgot to reload that, but okay. Boom, hits the water, flips over. This happened yesterday, you guys. Nobody reports all of these little stories, but we do. Every time we find them, we try to report them. They sent the drone out to try to get some actual footage to see if everybody was okay after the fact. Got some divers out there. One guy's in there trying to rescue the person that was in the plane. Pretty crazy. They got a rescue surfboard out there. Got the pilot is out. He's okay. Probably a little shooken up because of the flip and everything, but it looks like he's going to survive. This is actual account right here. Pretty crazy. Pulls himself up in order to be able to secure the pilot. Hell with the plane. They'll pull that out later, do whatever they got to do with the plane. But that's crazy right there. No audio. Don't worry about audio. So this is coming from a drone, so there's no audio. Actually, account footage. Now they're gonna get him out of there. But yeah, luckily he lived. God was with you, baby, because if you would have did that on land, probably wouldn't have been the same sort of scene that happened right there. So yeah, you should be praying and loving the Coast Guard right now, boy. Coast Guard should be your peoples. You should never have nothing to say. Y'all better not never had nothing to say about Miss Jenkins. Better not never had nothing to say about the Coast Guard after they saved you like that. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. Because now we got to go to Orlando, where we got these two that got locked up, and they going to be in jail for a while. Y'all, tax preparers. They got sent to prison following this News 6 investigation right here. Check this out. He snitched on them, y'all, and he's okay with it. He said, I snitched on them and I got them locked up. This is the white version of Charleston White right here. Let's go.
Owners of a Central Florida tax preparation business are headed to federal prison as a result of my News 6 investigation.
Snitch.
Take a look at this video of Franklin Carter arriving at the federal courthouse in downtown Orlando. Just a few years ago, prosecutors say he was driving a $6,000 a month leased Lamborghini. Now he's beginning a 7-year prison sentence. Federal prosecutors say Carter and two other men, Emmanuel Almanor and Jonathan Carrillo, ran a tax preparation business called Neighborhood Advance Tax, located in strip malls throughout Central Florida. A few years ago, News 6 began hearing complaints about the business, which promised customers the biggest tax refund possible. Those customers who paid big bucks to the company usually would receive big tax refunds, but later the IRS audited those customers and forced them to pay back the money. That's because prosecutors say employees of the company falsified customers' tax returns by including inflated deductions and charitable contributions. Just days after News 6 began reporting on the business, the IRS launched a criminal investigation. The owners later pleaded guilty to defrauding the U.S. government. Emmanuel Almanor, seen on the left, has been sentenced to nearly 5 years in prison. Jonathan Carrillo, in the middle, will go to prison for 12 years, and Franklin Carter will serve 7 years. Besides these owners, 5 employees of the company have also pleaded guilty to federal charges. Prosecutors say this scheme cost the U.S. government, in other words, taxpayers like you and me, more than $12 million.
Damn.
As part of their sentences, those defendants have been ordered to repay that money. Mike DeForest, News 6.
Yeah, but you forgot to say something. You forgot, people talking about, oh yeah, well, we had to pay it back, this and that. Well, you were in on it in the beginning. They should actually be in trouble too. The clients that actually came in there and benefited in the beginning off of receiving that monetary, they should be investigated as well. Because I'm sure a lot of them were like, they knew that they were going to be getting some of that money. And until everything hit the fan and they had to pay it back, that's when they came up and was like, look what they did. That's basically a snitch right there because you had something to do with it. So let's keep on going, y'all. Westlake Home Depot. Guess what? Ice. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Ice, ice, baby. Ice ain't playing in Westlake. They're at that Home Depot again, and they're targeting immigrants, and that's what officials are saying. Thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat coming from Jimmy Pillay. God bless you all day. Take it easy today. Relax. Hey, I don't know what I can do with that $2, but I'm going to do something with it. It's appreciated. Guess what? YouTube going to take about 30 cents of that, but guess what? It beats a blank. Like I said, if I had $1.99 from everybody, I'd be on the beach somewhere.
The Home Depot in Westlake again today.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We
Operation
appreciate
comes
everything.
as the White House promises a surge in detentions. NBC4's Gordon Tukamatsu is there live. And Gordon, what was the reaction of people who watched this go down today?
Doom, 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 doom.
Well, Colleen, it's not the first time for this Home Depot off of Wilshire Boulevard, but as you point out, it's noteworthy because some of those officers got a little bit of pushback from regular citizens standing right next to them, their phones in their hands. Chaos, cops, and curse words. At the Westlake Home Depot this morning as masked federal agents jumped from unmarked vans and recreated a scene we've now seen dozens of times across the country. This video captured and uploaded to the Citizen app a few hours ago, appearing to have been shot from a second or third story window.
We believe that about 6 to 8 people were detained. We
you
can't
so
get the
much,
official number until, we do our rounds and talk to everybody who's here.
Joshua Erazo is a day labor organizer at this location, tasked with connecting workers and employers. His estimate turned out to be correct, confirmed later by the Department of Homeland Security. Their statement lists 6 undocumented people from Guatemala being arrested, as well as 1 from El Salvador and 1 from Mexico. Erazo says the detained, whom you can see being handcuffed while on their knees, are street vendors and day laborers. They're detainers, between 30 and 50 officers, some, he says, armed with explosive canisters as well as automatic weapons.
I did see people get pushed and get hit. So in that sense, I'm sure there was a lot of people who were hurt.
The profanity you can hear appears to be coming from civilians on the ground. They're capturing the detainments with their cell phones, just a few feet from the heavily armed agents. This is the second time this Home Depot has reportedly been targeted. A few weeks ago, federal officers in an unmarked Penske van descended on this very parking lot for a similar operation and made national headlines.
They need to know better. If they know that they're gonna keep on using that spot as a central place, they need to stop setting up there. I understand they try to hang out in the parking lots, and thank you so much, Note, for that Note 7 for the $5 super chat. We appreciate everything over here. We ain't turning down nothing but our collars. We just happen to be wearing 2. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And guess what? I said it myself. What if they pull up with that music? Doom, 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 doom. A little pre-warning into intermittent music. Yeah, we got to keep on moving forward now because we got to go over to South Florida where we got this wild video that shows this pow man open pow on a house in broad daylight. Yes, I told you guys nowadays, after COVID, I don't know about you, but let me know if you think that it's a different feeling going on out here nowadays. When I say that, I mean that nowadays, there's no such thing as doing it at night, doing things at certain times. Nowadays, they doing it anytime, in the morning. This is a powing that's going on in South Florida. This video shows them opening pow on a house in broad daylight. Check this out. This happened 1 day ago.
Tough to see, tough to hear as well. Right now, there is a growing search for the people involved in a drive-by shooting that happened in Plantation. Police say several people, they got out of a car and they shot at a home several times. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Roxanne Vargas.
And I'm Shelley Muniz. NBC6's Nico Clemens is live for us in Plantation. Nico, police
I stood back like they was doing it when I was there. Come on, man. Like, stop playing.
believe these people are connected to another shooting that happened in a highway.
Yeah, about 45 minutes later, YouTube police believe this group was involved in a shooting on the interstate. We'll get to that part of the story in a moment. But this right here is the rental home where police say this group of people shot up. We're going to zoom in for you, but There are bullet holes everywhere, in the windows, the front door, just in the front of the home.
Wow.
Here's that shooting again. That is pretty incredible. So many people in this neighborhood say they heard those gunshots yesterday. We're on Northwest 1st Street, right off West Broward Boulevard. Police say, you see it there, 4 people got out of a Mercedes, started shooting at the home, then they took off. Unfortunately, all those shots, no one was hurt, no one was shot. Police say the people at the home are uncooperative right now, so they don't actually have a motive behind the shooting. They don't know why this happened, why this group shot at the home. But again, police believe these same suspects were involved in a shooting on I-95 yesterday in Miami-Dade County. FHP, they're investigating that shooting.
Retaliation, gang, or D-rugs. We're going to keep on looking into that situation right there, especially anytime you hear somebody say uncooperative. Know that's what it is. For doing the ice baby, I got $4.99. I'll do it again for another $4.99. Let me tell you about this story right here, though. I appreciate you so much for Mad Hatter. You know I love doing that, too. So I be trying to stack those stories so I can do it on purpose. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. What if they pulled up with a huge speaker? People be like, oh my God, we got to get out of here. Ice, they coming, baby. Let's keep on going, y'all. And then this story we just showed right here, I think that probably has something to do with gang affiliation or maybe some D-rugs. Do your boy a favor. It's Saturday morning. We turning up right here. Double tap that screen to get those likes up and let everybody know what we got going on over here. If you have not subscribed to the channel, why you waiting? Why you wanna play your games on me? Come on and subscribe to the channel. You guys double tap that screen, hit that notification bell so you can know when we out and about. We about to start hitting the streets with Q&A. Why you guys don't send me some questions over to bridgethisllc@gmail.com? Need you to send me some questions for certain people that we're going to be doing some Q&As for on the streets. We're going to get into that soon as well because we're doing a 6 o'clock segment in the PM. And that's going to be fun. We're going to go over here right now where they asked Ghislaine Maxwell a question. When did you meet Hillary Clinton? They asked Maxwell as far as meeting Hillary, because not only did she meet with Bill, she met with Hillary as well. So yeah, let's go.
Did you ever meet Secretary Clinton, Hillary Clinton?
Yes.
When did you meet her?
Get your story right.
I want to say.
Get your story
please
right.
don't hold me to it, but I want to say that it was on a flight.
Liberty, thank you so much.
The island not from the island, from the Nantucket or Martha's Vineyard back to New York is what I think. I might be wrong.
Okay, so an East Coast island like Nantucket or something like this.
The ex-president never came to the island.
And is that the only time that you met Hillary Clinton?
No. I went to the house in Chappaqua a few times.
And why did you go to the house?
I was invited.
Just to see President Clinton or Hillary Clinton or both, or?
Yeah, I mean, as a friend, not for. I don't remember any reason. Either was somehow I communicated that was in driving back.
So is she tying Hillary into this situation that everybody was talking about? Thank you so much, Note 7 Creole, for the $20 super chat. Yo, thank you so much, Casey. You guys give Note some props for that $20 super chat, and also give Casey some props. Thank you so much, Casey, for the $20, $19.99 super chat. Thank you guys so much. Right here and right now, there's been a lot going on about Pizzagate, Hillary Clinton's involvement, little children, things like that. I don't want to start no crazy conspiracy situations right here. But is this lady right now tying in Hillary Clinton to dealing with Jeffrey Epstein? And then before that, we had other countries where the children were being brought in from. And then you got you got the Clinton Foundation. We got a lot of craziness that's coming out of this if we really want to go into it and think about it.
Back past Chappaqua if they were home and stuff, and I know it sounds a little flippant, but it could have been even something as
Good looking,
And
Casey.
do you know
Thank
whether
so much.
Mr. Epstein knew or had any sort of business dealings or associated with Hillary Clinton?
I would say no.
Did you ever see them together?
No.
Do you know whether Mr. Epstein ever did any business transactions with the Clintons?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to quite. I don't know the answer to that strictly.
She's not sure. She was about to say it right the first time. I don't know how to answer that. I haven't been prepped for that question.
Because I was part of the beginning process of the Clinton Global Initiative, and that was something that I helped with, and that was
business.
Me. And Epstein may have helped me help them.
Yeah.
And in that context, he may well have involved himself, but only in the context of something that I was trying to do.
First of all, your job with Jeffrey Epstein was to bring him cool and powerful and innovative people to try to help him out with the echelon, right? As well as you said, she said that she recruited girls. Every time she went to a massage parlor, if she found the girl was good at what she did and was attractive, she said that she would refer them to Jeffrey Epstein. And she also said she wouldn't check their credentials, trying to say that she wouldn't check their age. Come on home, girl. You're lucky I'm not a lawyer, because I'd be in the courtroom getting you 40. You got 20 with them. You get 40 messing around with me. We're going to keep on moving forward to this case that's moving forward against these church leaders who were accused of stealing money, I could say that, as well as forced labor. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? Reverend Make Me Rich, the fat dude with the out of shape hairdo, but I don't know why. Everybody wanted to give him their money, but yeah, guess what? They got locked up and they're going to be in jail for a while. Yes, these two church leaders, this is a follow-up on the story from yesterday, y'all. Double tap that screen.
Yo, thank you. And tonight, a follow-up to a disturbing case that
it went viral because they went crazy on people.
Abigail, thank you. And tonight, a follow-up to a disturbing case that went viral in Houston and all across the country for that matter yesterday. We're talking about David E. Taylor. He was arrested and accused of using a church as a cover-up for human trafficking and money laundering. Fox 26's Sherman DeSalle broke the story and has been gathering more information.
Michelle Brannon, listed as the executive director of David E. Taylor's Kingdom of God Global Church, appeared in federal court Thursday. Several
look like Krusty the Clown over there, man.
Locations affiliated with the organization, including the JMMI building in North Houston, were raided simultaneously by the FBI Wednesday. Sources tell Fox.
Do you see the properties that they have? The manipulation and how they were getting people? Y'all see his Krusty the Clown hairdo? I see y'all laughing over there. I saw that.
26 people found in some of these locations were in need of medical care and refused it. Gospel artist Vicky Yohe posted a video online shortly after the arrest. In her book, she says she dated Taylor for some time and tried to expose his crimes in the past.
Today was a victory for those who had no voice or who were afraid to expose the truth. They get to wake up from their nightmare like I did several years ago.
The new court documents reveal potential fraud and major labor abuse. Alleged text messages to victims in the case reveal Taylor and Brannon demanded them to apply for government-funded EBT cards.
Pennywise.
They would then use those funds to purchase food for the staff. There were also times when staff would not eat or sleep if they didn't raise enough money for the organization. A September 2021 text reads, "Make sure no one eats until these numbers change.
What?
If they don't, you'll work until 4 a.m. Tell everyone they are not eating." In that same month, purchases were made for lavish items and expensive food. $10,000 worth of king crab legs.
And look at the bottom down there. Bulletproof Automotive, $18,000. Another bulletproof one on the 24th, $37,000. All of his whips, all of his cars were bulletproof. Rolls Royce Culligan, $123,000. A lease sign at payment, he paid $123,000. $125 worth, 125 pounds of super colossal red king crab legs, super seafood shears, and 30 crab cutters. at $10,000. Yeah, we see where that money was going to. Most of it was going to food on your fat behind.
In that same month, purchases were made for lavish items and
Bentleys,
expensive food. $10,000 worth of king crab legs.
And that's the type of evidence, if the government has that evidence and has some of the people who are going to testify, that's the type of evidence you just don't you don't run away from.
Isn't this the same guy who was facing some issues over his finances just 10 years ago? He was deposed. It went viral. You know, everybody was wondering then. So a lot of people are wondering what would make it different now with him trying to fight this in court.
You know, money allegations when you're raising money as a church is a little bit different than when you've got people coming in and saying, I couldn't leave and I was forced to take plan B. And
what?
This is the type of stuff that just can't wash that off.
That's a cult.
So Tritico goes on to say the amount that they're accused of collecting, over $50 million, won't be taken lightly in court.
Yeah, that's a cult right there, you guys. That's not just a light situation right there, because he was making people do false labor, also having six with them. And then if they ever got pregnant, he made them take plan B. Wow, crazy. Somebody said he looked like Pennywise, the fat clown. He definitely did, and it's not funny what he did at all. But guess what? They got him now, and he got locked up, and I hope they don't let him out. Let's keep on moving forward to St. Louis. We got this sheriff, Sheriff Alfred in Montgomery. He's been indicted as well. Let's get on. We got to get into these officials. We got these school teachers. We got all sorts of people right now. Everybody coming out in the wash, you guys. Everybody's coming out in the wash.
All right, we are coming to you now with some breaking news. St. Louis Sheriff Alfred Montgomery has been indicted on federal charges. Montgomery is facing a list of accusations ranging from misuse of power to nepotism. Fox 2 investigator Chris Hayes has kept you informed on this story for weeks, and now he's the only one at the courthouse. Chris, what can you...
We can definitively say that you heard it here first because we were the only media inside. And in fact, the sheriff may walk out behind me at any moment as he has been released on bond. And that is zero money he had to put down. Just the bond is his own recognizance. He pleaded not guilty to one federal charge of deprivation of rights under color of law. It's a misdemeanor that comes with a maximum of 12 months in prison. And his attorney talked a little bit about wanting some special circumstances. We got exclusive video of him walking in with his attorney, Justin Gelfand. He's also being represented by Bill Margulis. Gelfand asked that he keep his gun when he is on duty because under this kind of indictment that normally you would be prohibited from having a weapon. The judge overruled him and said he cannot have his gun. This is an administrative job. And also the judge pointed out that he was concerned that Sheriff Montgomery told pretrial services he is a heavy marijuana user. And the judge warned that itself could be a federal offense to be under the influence of marijuana and possessing a firearm. The sheriff said he has guns at home. He will give them up gladly. He also was silent in court for the most part. He did try to blurt out at one point when the judge said that he also gave some flip-flopping answers to pretrial services, something about saying that he didn't have a bank account and then told him he had a bank account, but it had zero money in it. Also, we should say that this charge of deprivation of rights under color of law involves the situation of Tammy Ross, the jail administrator, who was detained by the sheriff's office when the sheriff could not get access to a rape victim that he wanted to interview. Police at the time made it clear this was a police investigation and that they needed to do the investigation, but the sheriff wanted it inside and Tammy Ross was detained. This has been something we've reported on over the last several months.
There's a lot of layers to that onion coming off. Marijuana user, how you the sheriff and you puff passing? So you get to puff and be the sheriff too? Wow. So how they only going to take away his weapons and say that you can't be under the influence of marijuana if you have weapons? How you going to be a sheriff or the lead sheriff if you probably under the influence and telling people? I don't know. I ain't hating on the ganja users, but I'm just saying I'd rather have somebody out there not stoned coming to pull up like, hey, what's going on over here? You guys get up against the wall. Get over. How you going to tell somebody to take a sobriety test and you hire your damn self? Keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to go over to Miami. We go to Miami where we got this restaurant employee who was caught on camera spraying roaches off of a cabinet outside in the backyard. This guy, I'm talking about some of the nastiest stuff that you ever see. I'm telling you guys right now, make sure y'all be very careful where you eat at. You might want to hang out and go around these locations before, but something like this, just disgusting. I would never eat at this restaurant after seeing this.
In tonight's Dirty Dining, a viewer who came straight to Local 10 after seeing something no diner wants to see.
Employees hauling kitchen equipment outside crawling with roaches. Local 10 News investigator Jeff Hines here has the video, confronts the owner, and explains what you can do if you see something like this.
Terrible.
Wanted to talk to you about this.
Yeah, you got caught, homeboy. You got busted.
Oh.
He said, oh.
You're laughing. Yeah, you got a roach problem?
A Local 10 viewer so concerned she started rolling.
Yuck.
This video shot Monday behind Gojia Korean Barbecue. That's in the Lincoln Park Plaza at 6862 Sterling Road in Davie. Look closely, an employee holding what appears to be kitchen drain grates. Roaches are spilling out. The owner is spraying them with a can of bug killer. Here it is again. Those drain grates were taken right out of the kitchen by the cook line.
I'm cleaning. You're cleaning it, but that means there are roaches in the kitchen? No, just outside this. Well, but she was holding the trays, that's from the kitchen. You brought it out there and you sprayed it. Boy, it is. You have kids, don't you?
The evidence is clear, and while this place has not been ordered shut by the state, this viewer wanted to know what to do if you see something like this.
Nothing.
It is the most common question we get. How can I file a complaint? The answer through the Department of Business and Professional Regulation. We sent her a link so she can file that complaint, and we've also put it on our website, local10.com, in case you find yourself in the very same position. We moved down to Kendall, Jin Jin Chinese, located at 15705 Southwest 56th Street. That is in the Miller West Plaza. 24 violations found in this kitchen. Jin Jin ordered shut.
Had roaches crawling around?
No more.
While they were open serving you food, an inspector found live roaches under fryers, under a wok, on top of a water heater. Dead ones scattered across the kitchen from sinks to light fixtures.
How come it was like that, though? Do you not see it?
We before have seen just a little bit, and then we call someone coming. Everything clean already.
Is there a manager in? No manager here.
Our last stop takes us into the food court at the Southland Mall. That's in Cutler Bay. 26 violations recently found at...
I care about you guys. I love you. I want to make sure that you're not eating at these places. Do yourself a favor. Cook your own food. You're not doing yourself a favor by going and eating this crap.
Kelly's Cajun Grill.
Can I leave a card for somebody? You all were shut last week. Had a rodent issue, roach issue, all kinds of food out of temperature.
Records show more than 20 rodent droppings found right under this soda machine at the front counter. Roaches were crawling on a wall in a sink area and inside an empty plastic container stored on the kitchen floor. Mall management tells Local 10 News they are monitoring this location. They launched an internal review of all food court operations. We checked. No other food court spots had issues. In fact, Charlie's Cheesesteak was inspected the very same day. All the places ordered shut, allowed to reopen, following an ordered cleanup and then a reinspection.
Yeah, be careful because they get ordered to be shut and then they got to do a cleanup. Then they go in there and after they do their little cleanup to just pass, they do enough to just pass. And then you guys go back in there eating. I'm not trying to get y'all queased out or anything like that. Really just want you to know, every time you dine out, that's probably why you get sick. A week later, you feel stomach aches, your body don't feel right. Because you're eating this food. And these people also are losing a lot of money because of the rent and the overhead. So a lot of the stuff that they have as far as their food, they've been keeping it. They've been reprocessing it. They've been freezing it, deep freezing it. If they don't sell it, you think they're going to throw it away? No, it's going right back in the freezer and you're going to eat it. I don't even eat out. Be careful, y'all. Be careful where y'all eating this nasty food at because I care about you. Double tap that screen to get those likes up, because now we still got to go over to this news reporter in Florida where they never fail to give us good content. Yes, in Florida, this news reporter got locked up for stealing a Rolex. And it's one of these people, it's like one of our correspondents just got arrested for stealing a Rolex. I bet he wants to. And then this nut job had the nerve to pawn it. And when you go to the pawn shop, what's the first thing that they ask you? You got any ID? This fool stole a watch, pawned it under his own name. Let's go, y'all. Double tap that screen. You ain't gonna see nothing else like this nowhere else. This fool is a thuntner. Let's go.
And breaking right now, Miami police say they have arrested WSBN Channel 7 and ABC Miami News reporter Michael Hudak on grand theft charges. According to an arrest affidavit, police say Hudak stole a $16,000 Rolex watch from an acquaintance and pawned it. Hudak is charged with burglary and grand theft. He is being booked into the Miami-Dade County Jail right now.
What's funny is y'all don't want to give us no photos. Y'all don't want to give us no in-depth story. Why? Is it because he's a fellow reporter? I want some more information about this guy. We want to know where the 16 grand came from and what gave him the cojones to do what he did. All right, y'all, we're going to go over to Istanbul because this Metro Cat, this here, I don't know if Cat Dad is here today, but this go out to you, Cat Dad, because you've been showing mad love. You've been here all week. And guess what? We always show some love to different animals all the time. Today, it just happens to be cats. This Metro Cat in Istanbul taking his job seriously, very seriously. Let's go, y'all.
Okay.
Come on, I know. I know. You can do it. You can do it. So he hangs out there right by the entrance.
Duty, I know.
That's enough pets. He's like, you got enough already. You got 3. That's it. Everybody gets 3 pets, and that's it. You got.
Can I still pet you?
No, you got 3 already. That's it. It's like that person didn't get his pet because you're in the way.
Checking everyone.
Checking everybody. And you get away. You already got your pet off. Just for all the cat lovers out there. Y'all love cats?
Can I bribe you? Ow.
Y'all like cats?
Come on.
He's like, lower, please, lower. So that's how the cats are treated in Istanbul, huh? This goes out to Cat Dad, shows mad love. All my cat lovers. We always show stories about dogs. We always show the stories about the dogs. We show the hippos. We show the giraffes. Then we show the elephants. So yeah, today we're going to show some love to the cats. Right now we're going to show this kitten right here. This is a kitten that was found alone on the beach, and he took her with him. Now she's his swimming partner. Check this out. Perfect rescue for the perfect pet.
Come on, girl, you got this. Come on, girl, come to Papa. Come to Papa. Come on, girl. Good girl. Good girl.
This kitten just wouldn't stop following me, even when I went in the water. She wasn't afraid at all. She thought I was her dad, and even when the waves hit her, she didn't flinch. She just kept running straight to me.
Good girl.
From that moment, I knew she was coming home with me, and that's when I named her Gracie. Whenever I had free time, I'd take her to the beach, and unlike most cats, Gracie loved being in the water.
Come on, baby. Swim to Papa, baby. You got this. Good girl. Come here. You going in? Good girl. Come on. We got this.
After a swim, she'd head to her towel, and I'd wash her with warm water before drying her off, and sneaking in a few cuddles. She absolutely loved climbing the trees and exploring the branches. As she grew, she got even more excited every time we went on an adventure.
What are you doing?
Whenever she met another animal, she'd get a little nervous.
Oh my God, this is hilarious.
Perfect adoption story, y'all. It's a really long one. I'm sorry, it's about 3 minutes right there. But yeah, I wanted to show some love to my cat lovers because we always show other animals. We've been showing hippos, we show elephants, we show camels, everything. Why? Because I love animals, and my ultimate goal once I get big off YouTube and doing this is getting a rescue and saving as many animals as possible. And that's gonna be cool. Your boy gonna have the gray hair, gonna be walking around with all the animals, the animal whisperer. And I'll be good with the rest of my days like that. People are cool. I love y'all, but I really love animals even more. And if y'all trying to make some money, hit that link in the description and you'll be able to make at least about $350 today off of the surveys. You'll make some money, I'll make some money too. Also, good time to hit that like button. Also a good time to hit that subscribe button. If you guys are not already members, go ahead and hit that notification bell to know when we're on every single day. We pool at 3 and we bang out at 6 o'clock. That's why it's called Our Bottom Line. H plus hour. It's a little more than an hour. We always go over because we always be having that heat. Also, if you're trying to promote your business, you're a lawn doctor, you may be a pool cleaner. I don't know what you do. Mobile lawn doctor. I don't know. But if you have a promo and you want to send it over and you're already subscribed to the channel and you're already a member, send that promo over to us at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That's bridgethisllc@gmail.com. You guys send it over in a 1080 by 1080 because that's the size that's required for YouTube. I'll put it up. Everybody here will be able to see your promo and maybe you'll be able to make some money too. And then of course we got that show your talent search that we're going to be doing in Brooklyn hopefully next week. That's the talent search where you in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, everybody comes together at your location in your borough and you have the chance to make boom $250 for singing, dancing, doing a backflip. I don't know what your talent is. That's why it's called Show Your Talent. It's not just singing. It's not just dancing. Once we give you guys a location, want you guys to show up and let's see what your talent is. And maybe you got the chance to make $250. And if you're around at the end and make it to the finals, you make it to that Manhattan location, you got a chance to make $1,000. This hosted by your boy Boogotti NYC, as you guys can see right there, and sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. If you guys want to be down with that Show Your Talent search, all you got to do is go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. 2 G's, 2 P's. I guess I like doubles. Took the carbonation out because we ain't cutting for the bubbles. Yeah, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Your boy Boogotti NYC. Have a fantastic Saturday. Drink some water. Pray up to the Lord and say, thank you for letting me make it another day. It might be hard out there. You might have problems, but guess what? One of my favorite quotes that I made up is called Problems Present Opportunities. That's right, you guys, and thanks for the switch because that's where we at right now. Problems present opportunities. Yes, the problem might be so much. It might be so much that you can't stand. But you know what? Once you find the solution, it's over. You can just focus on the solution. And guess what? As long as the Lord gives us another day to bang at that nail, that's what we're going to do, y'all, because he keeps on giving us another day to get it right and keep it going. So we're going to be praised up and thank the Lord. I want to pray for everybody in the chat. I want to pray for the trolls. I want to pray for Batty, Casey, also Rebecca, Lon, Yen, Bueno, John, all the people that's always here showing love, Mark Dorfman, as well as, who else we got over there? We got King. Who else we got? Let's get him off. We got Jeffrey Spilker. We got Detroit. We got the Mad Hatter. That's right. That always shows love and stays on point. That's right, Lord. Let's take care of each other and let's send it up like that. We ask in Jesus' name that we stay protected this Saturday, and we say that, amen. And until tomorrow, you guys, Purple Sunday, y'all. Y'all need to get y'all some purple together, whether it's a purple shirt, purple whatever scarf, because we repping purple tomorrow, and we going to turn up the way we always do it. And with that being said, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, Purple Sunday, y'all. Get 'em. Peace. 1.